a pencil would be useful. Good morning, happy Thursday from New York City. A pencil is useful. Test 1, 2. Hey Galaxia, 1-2 boss, how you doing? Thinking about moving to Europe again, both in the real world and here in the Microsoft Flight Simulator world. We're currently in where we stopped in Africa, but I was thinking about paying Scotty to beam us up to Rome, maybe do some missions around there. Have to pay off this BN-2 Islander. I'm good. I'm a little frazzled out. Yesterday I went to by the way, hopefully the sound levels are okay. I'm using something new for music now, and if it's a little loud, the music compared to my voice, just please let me know. I always appreciate it. But yeah, it was a long day yesterday, but it was a successful day in the end. And thank you. I know you're a cat person, so basically I was gonna go cat sit for these friends for almost 3 weeks in a town north of New York, and I was gonna go meet them yesterday to, you know, get all the details. And as I was heading there, I got a message that they lost one of the cats with no explanation, and if I could take an Uber instead of them picking me up, and I said all right. And when I get there, the cat had fallen out of the window of the second floor of the building. They hired someone to clean the place, and the person forgot to put the screen back on the window, so in the night the cat jumped out or fell out, we don't know, and disappeared. So I spent most of the day, or quite a bit of the day, looking for the cat, and I found him after a while, after about 3 hours hiding under a box, and he was okay, but his front paws were obviously not okay. So we drove him to the vet, and he's okay now. He's stable. He's going to have to either have some surgery or put us, maybe it'll heal by itself, but the vet wasn't sure. He's gonna have to go to a specialist, so that's too bad. But I'm just happy that it didn't happen on my watch, you know, because that would be terrible. And so I'm happy that it happened before they left. So they canceled their trip and everything, and that means that I'll stay here. I'm not going to go up to cat sit. But that was a long day. Wow, yeah, and oh, I got feedback there. What the heck is this? Oh, interesting. Okay. So once the stream starts, how's Europe feeling? Is it hot as heck there? Is it windy? Is it still? Here in New York today it's pretty still. The wind is picking up a little bit, but it's humid, it's hot, and it's been really weird variable weather. I mean, New York's pretty variable anyway usually, but it's gonna be a scorcher today, I feel. That's why I'm wearing a tank top t-shirt. We don't have air conditioning here, as I often say. And let's jump off into the stream thing. There goes the game because the click capture is not on, but we'll turn it back. And we're gonna start a flight here. I'm thinking about rainy, the warm weather starts tomorrow. All right, nice. You know, it's summer. I wish I was right here. I wish I was right here on this island. It's called Isola del Giglio, one of my favorite places in the world. And one day I'm going to live here. That is my dream and my plan. But right now I'm in New York, and in the digital world we're here in Africa. I was thinking about doing this mission from Nguazam to Korogusu to take some cargo or VIPs with my BN-2 Islander. Because there is this treasure appeared again there. You know, I'm not gonna make it there today, but I could start heading over there. I think Sheepa's around here somewhere. We're gonna meet in Chad, but I'm wondering if I want, because if you look at the world here, it's getting dark, you know. And even though the night vision is cool, I prefer flying over on the day. So I'm thinking about either heading west here, doing a mission to head west towards Mali, where Timbuktu is. Never been there before, but I heard a lot about this city. And one of my favorite guitarists was from Mali, passed away like a few years ago. Gentleman goes by the name of Ali Farka Touré. Excellent blues guitarist generally, inspired by John Lee Hooker. And he was from Mali, so it could be interesting to head over there. But I'm also thinking about paying Scotty over the Starship Enterprise to beam us to Rome and do some missions in Italy. I'm a little bit undecisive this morning, so but I did say we're gonna start at that G, so that's why don't we do this? Okay. Maybe let's deliver some pizza. Well, let's just go on this flight to Kidal. It would be nice to be able to deliver pizza and do that flight at the same time. Maybe it's another thing we could ask the developers of Neofly to do. Multiple missions every time. But at the moment, you can only do one at a time. So I'm thinking, ooh, what is that? Search zone. Okay, we have to deliver pizza. I'm thinking let's just do this flight to Kidal and proceed towards Mali, towards Timbuktu, a classic city I've never been. That would be a nice place to visit. And Bob Dylan's written songs about it, other people as well. Let's do that. I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna go fly. The mission weight is 450 pounds. So let's go in here to this aeroplane. And let's make sure that we're at 450. And what is it? It's cargo. Okay, so I'm not gonna have a passenger there. Although even though I put 0 passengers, they still put someone behind me for some reason. But also you have to watch out the weight here, because I put everything in the baggage compartment, and the center of gravity goes to the back of the airplane, and we go like that. Whoopa! So let's and this music is a little fast right now, so let's switch up a little bit for let's see, what have we got back here? Something up here, maybe. Oh, this is okay. This is getting a little better. A mixture of guitar, instrumental, bossa nova and stuff for you. This thing is called Epidemic Sound. I'm trying out the 30-day trial. DMCA free, copyright free. Don't have to worry about claims on your channel in Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook apparently. So we'll see if it works. If it does work, that's $15 a month they want. Seems reasonable. I like the quality of the music I've been finding on it. Let's see. Okay, 450 pounds. Where are we? We're at 120. So let's put some baggage there. Let's put 100 back here. Let's put 100 back here. You can see the center of gravity going back. Can we make it 150? 150 again, a little too far. Let's put something in the passenger seat. 50. Is it 420? I think it was 420. 450. Okay. Okay, so let's change that to 80. There we go, 450. And let's zoom in. Let's start her code if there's a parking spot here. There is a parking spot. On RAM 5 will set as departure. The conditions are live traffic, live, all players. We are in. Let's leave it east.
Transporter from dispatch. Good morning. The cargo mission will start as soon as you get on your plane, in the parking. Transporter form dispatch. Loading. Cargo. Please stand by. Transporter from dispatch.
Test 1 2. That's back.
Cargo is on board.
That's back, I think. I don't know what happened. I just unplugged my USB microphone and replugged it in. What the heck is this thing in front of the airplane here? Whoa, look at this thing. Oh, it has like, they put some notices right there. Okay, be careful of the propeller. Be careful of lightning on with the fuel. Be careful of the person. No cell phones, no buff. You don't want to be looking at your phone while you're putting fuel in an airplane, okay? And no smoking, because, you know, I mean, if you go to airport Fiumicino, you know, they're smoking cigars while they're refueling the plane there. Just joking, but in Italy you can't find people smoking under no smoking signs, or it used to be the case. Interesting. I don't think I remember seeing those little signs over there. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Thank you for letting me know. Hello Galaxy Timmy7. Yes, cannot hear a thing either. Okay, that's back. Thanks. I put it from my PC and then the voice went away. Oh, maybe it was you, Galaxia. Hey, don't mess with my PC when I'm streaming, okay? Please. Computer, please, no trouble today, okay? Let's turn on Sim Toolkit Pro so we can get the landing rate guesses. But it's gonna be a longish flight, so it's before I land, unless there's an emergency. I don't think we're going to be doing more than one landing in this stream. I have to update, but I'm too lazy right now, so I'll do that. I'll update it later. Okay. And since I know where we're going, I'm gonna go .g Delta Alpha Tango Golf 2. What was it? Gackle? Gackle Golf Alpha Kilo Lima. So I'm just updating that. Golf Alpha Kilo Lima. And I think later today, GTA. Potentially. We have visitors coming today. Amber's, a childhood friend of Amber's and her daughter who is coming to New York to look for potential schools to go to. They came visit once before, and the daughter's comment was, "That's so cool, Amber and Simon. You know, they don't have kids; they just have cats, and they live in New York. I want to do that." To her mom or something like that. So she's back. She's gonna look for universities. They're gonna spend like a few days here with us. So I might not be able to go completely nuts on stream, but you know, because it is there's only 2 rooms and they will be sleeping in this room, but you know, they'll probably be gone during the day, so I don't think it's gonna interrupt the stream. All right, let's fire this beast, this little beast up. But first things first, let's make sure if everything is green here. We just need to put the motor on, then things should be turning green. Oh, I forgot my track radar. I am all over the place today. That's not track radar. Where's my track? I'm gonna have to go find it. I'll be right back. Not picking it up. Whoa! Sorry. It's a mess this morning. I'm a mess this morning. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there he goes again. I really have to get a tripod that opens a little bit higher. Okay. Well, there you go. Some live. Whoa. Some live streaming moments here for you. I am sitting down. I'm pretty tired after walking all over the place yesterday. I got stung on my, because you know I wasn't expecting to go look for cats in a field full of reeds and bees and wasps. So I got stung while looking for the cat. I got stung on my left ankle. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad. All right. Okay, I think. Okay, Track IR, you're behaving yourself. Okay, I think I'm good to go now. All right. It has been an interesting morning. Let me hydrate and we'll turn this this machine on. And this music is becoming a little. Hold on. This is more airplane turn on thing. All right. Well, first things first, all the electrical systems powered on. We're gonna go and switch on the avionics. Still no sound update for this airplane. I'm waiting for it, but still not there. I'm looking forward to new sounds for this BN-2 Islander, so I can hear these switches. I always miss, you know, I can't hear the switches clicking. I mean, what the heck, you know? Okay, let's do it like that. Fuel flow is moving over there. The pumps are on. All right, and before we turn on, let's turn everything on here. With the lights too. Little finicky, these Microsoft Flight Simulator buttons always. Cabin lights we don't need. Neither instrument lights. Oh, what did I forget? I forgot something, I guess. The fuel is forward. Mix. All the systems here are go. Maybe I just didn't hold it long enough. Whoa, okay. What did I forget? I thought that was about it. Should I try the right one first? Maybe it's not warmed up. I mean, I'm in the desert here. That's not, the airplane's not working either. What the heck? All right. Okay, let's turn the fuel pumps off. Maybe that's the problem. Okay, we have the amperes there. Oh, magnetos, idiot. Okay. You know, I like. There's not like something with a spark there, so the engines were turning, but nothing was sparking up the fuel to light it up. Okay, now it should work. There we go. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. If the engine is too loud compared to music, just let me know. I will turn it down. Feels a little loud to me, so I'm actually going to turn it down whether you want me to do that or not, because I have to hear it too, you know, a little bit. I think I had it at 80. Maybe let's try 84. And I'm gonna request ground service for a pushback. They probably won't have it, but because I'm so close to that thing, you know, I'm gonna have to knock over that sign there otherwise.
In Wesam ground to Hypertexthero 1 requesting pushback.
In Wesam ground, Hypertexthero 1, no pushback tug is
No
available
pushback,
to answer
okay.
your request.
Okay, go back to clearance. Request taxi, depart straight out.
Wesam ground to Hypertexthero 1 request taxi for takeoff straight out departure.
Hypertexthero 1 taxi to and hold short of runway 08 via taxiway. Contact tower on 118.1 when ready.
Copy that, Guazam
Taxi
Tower.
to and hold short runway 08 via taxiway Hypertexthero 1.
Alright, where's 08? Let's take a look around. There's a Spitfire out there. I think it's gonna be this side. Is that 08? That's 92, so it's gonna be the other side. Because there's only one runway. Okay, so I go to the runway and I turn right. Alright. Alright. Okay, no taxi tug, so we're just gonna have to smack into this thing here. And give me one more second. Very carefully, there you go. It does turn on a dime, this machine, okay? It's gonna smack into that thing, but, you know, that's their fault for putting it so close to the airplane and not having a tug here. But since we don't have to worry about these digital wireframes having collision modeling on these ground objects, or planes for that matter, we don't have to worry about that. We can just taxi out there, run over everything if you want, even the fuel truck. I remember the first time I saw a fuel truck, I was so excited. I was like, they model fuel trucks in this. And I know a lot of people want some GTA, especially Mr. V. I haven't been to Los Santos in a long time, so we will go to GTA in the second stream today, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that's what's gonna happen. And we're gonna go fly some aeroplanes in GTA. I have a P-51, aka a P-45 Nakota over there. And we're gonna go and back to Los Santos after a long hiatus, I don't know how to pronounce that, with some aeroplane missions. I mean, obviously you have to drive a car too, because you have to get to the airport. That's the thing about flying, right? It's not just, you just don't materialize in the airplane and fly, so you have to get into cars, you have to maybe get into trains, maybe buses. Maybe we'll do something, maybe we could do something weird, like if you all want to play some GTA, maybe we could do a bus race to the airport, you know? Everyone has to find a bus. I'll do it like a private lobby. and you have to find a bus, or we choose a weird car, and we choose like the top of Mount Chiliad or something, and we have to race to Los Santos airport, and whoever gets there, maybe we could even do a giveaway on the stream, something like that. I've been thinking about doing something more interactive with the stream. Let's speed up a little bit here. Hey, Sheepa, you're in Chad? What's your position? I'm about to fly towards Timbuktu, because I don't want to fly in the dark. Where are you in Chad? Maybe we could divert. Maybe we can divert. We got Sheepa, we got Kerr, we got Galaxica, we got Timmy Thumb. Welcome to you all. And welcome to the people who are just hanging out as well. Yeah, it's pretty loud taxiing noise, this airplane. Soon we'll hopefully have that sound update for the BN-2 Islander. Timbuktu, let's meet in Timbuktu. Should we do that? You want to go to Kilimanjaro eventually? Okay. I'll meet you in Timbuktu. I think I've visited Kilimanjaro in this game. I don't remember if it was... That's the tallest mountain in Africa, right? I think I did in Kenya, right? I think I have visited that before. I think I landed on it, actually. It wasn't as hard as Everest, but it was tricky. And I didn't land right on the summit. I landed like nearby on a sort of mound or something. All right, we're ready to go. Let's talk to the tower and tell them.
In Wesam Tower, Hypertexthero 1 ready and
North Kenya.
08 departing straight out.
Oh.
Hypertexthero 1 altimeter 29.68 wind 036 at 12.
I cut the throttle to 0, and that turns off your engine in this game, in this airplane. The auxiliary fuel pump's activated. Maybe that's why it cuts off my engine, but I don't think so. It does. Let's put takeoff flap. I'm gonna go with no flaps. We have plenty of space here. And ladies and gentlemen, oh, before we power up here, let's take a look at all right, tower.
Cleared for takeoff runway 08 Hypertexthero 1.
Let's take a look at our bearing that we're gonna take here. We are gonna take a bearing of 255, so I want to set this up before I take off. Quickly, scroll quickly! Iceberg was telling me about some bug in Microsoft Flight Simulator that, like, when the mouse is outside of your main screen and you scroll, it also scrolls in the sim. I see that happen with a lot of games. I don't know if it's a bug or not, but I think I can reproduce it. We'll take a look at that after. Okay, and we're off. We want to go to a bearing 255. Hey! Thank you, dispatch. This is Hypertexthero 1 turning to starboard to 255. We are off on this, I think, a sensitive cargo mission it is, to towards Mali, Timbuktu, the land where a fantastic guitarist by the name of Ali Farka Touré hailed from. I don't know what for, but I appreciate. Copy that. Skipper. The airplane, the starship skipper, in the house with us. We'll take a look at the Microsoft Flight Simulator map if you can see his spot, his position. And I'm gonna fly pretty low for this. I don't want to go too high because I want to keep an eye on this landscape here. No, it's not. It's quite deserted. It's not like a load of interesting land. I mean, it's interesting landscape, but it can be a lot of sand, as Sheepa has found. So I think after we get to Timbuktu, I'm thinking about paying Scotty to beam us to Rome and doing some missions around Rome. Thank you, Tim. One more thing, a little bit loud still, this engine. I'm gonna go back down to 75, I think. I want to listen to the music too, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna actually turn the engine down really low because until they update this airplane to have a better sound. When I'm close to the airplane, it feels really loud, and I like to be in the outside view when you're flying this sort of area. So let's try to do something like this. Even a little more. Alright, let's go to 23 and see what you do with that, BN-2.
Hypertexthero 1 leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
Let's confirm with... and I'm going to turn on the autopilot quickly while I confirm this stuff so I don't crash. Autopilot, let's put nav mode. Okay. Let's put altitude and let's... stick around here. What are we at? We are we're almost 3,000. Let's see at 2,500. I think at 2,300 I put okay. And nav CDI on GPS. We'll put nav mode. And wow, this tower is really.
Wesam Tower, Hypertexthero 1 frequency change.
And we'll talk to Algiers Center and we'll request following.
Center, Hypertexthero 1 is type Britain Norman Islander 6 miles west of Inquezam 2,700 feet. Request flight following.
Hypertexthero 1 Algiers Center. Squawk 2657.
2657, copy. Let's try to do it manually, see if we can do that. That is... it's buggy this, okay. 265... There you go. I think this is a little buggy. Oh, here you go. Yeah, it doesn't stop on the 2, so I'm just gonna have to click on that.
2657 Hypertexthero 1.
Yeah, weird, buggy. They need to fix that. Yeah. Acknowledge the radar contact. Hey, Piper 9er. What is going on here? What is going on here is we are flying a BN-2 Islander from what was it? From Delta Alpha Tango Golf over to Golf Alpha Kilo Lima. We're heading to that's not Timbuktu, but it's towards it. Timbuktu is in Mali. We're currently in Niger doing some Neofly missions to make money to pay off a loan that I used to buy this airplane. Here's my finances. I have $47,000. I owe $407,000. I'm gonna pay a little bit of it today, so the due date goes further, you know. And we're just right now we're carrying some we're carrying some sensitive cargo like glass, medical stuff, etc. Here in northwest Central Africa in a BN-2 Islander. And eventually we will, we're going to contact the Starship Enterprise and we're going to beam up this airplane and our pilot over to Rome and do missions there. I don't know if that's going to happen today or tomorrow, but that's the plan. And Chipa says, it does not register my landing on the airfield I'm supposed to be. I don't know, Neofly doesn't give me my airport info or tracks my flights correctly. Did you... Like when you here when you're in this screen, okay, when you right click and you go fly, I'm hearing a weird thing from this airplane, from the engine or something. I don't know. It's going up and down. Let's turn off the landing lights. Air conditioner off. Maybe it's my... Whoa, what is this song? Maybe it's my my headphone. But I was hearing this wee, wee, I don't know. So basically, don't forget to transfer your pilot too. Did you transfer your pilot? Let's say, for example, you wanted to transfer somewhere. Okay, you have to go like down here on the mission tab. You have to go on the bottom left, set pilot position 2, and you put the icon, and then you pay to beam up to the Enterprise, and then down. And then afterwards, you also have to transfer your plane by going to a hangar, right-clicking on your plane, and bring to pilot location. You have to do both of those things. All transferred. Okay. You need a 747. No, I don't need a 747 Piper R99. I have a direct line to Commander Scott in the Starship Enterprise in orbit around Earth, and so I can go like and ask him to beam me up. I have to pay him, you know. I mean, I know the guy, but not that well, so I have to pay him. And then it happens instantly. We don't have to take the 747. We don't have to wait and to load it up. It just beams up to the Enterprise and then down wherever you want in this beautiful planet, as long as you have the money. It's about $15,000 to transfer. At least the BN-2 Islander, I think got $10,000 to transfer the plane and $5,000 to transfer your pilot. Unfortunately, Neofly still does not show me other airfields than the one. I think that's normal, Sheepa. For me, this is how it does, okay? If you go here, small trip, and you change to short haul, medium haul, long haul, it'll show you airports. But it's not like Microsoft Flight Simulator that you zoom anywhere and it'll show you airports. I can't see airports here either. In order for you to see missions in other airports, and let me turn this music down a little bit now. In order for you to see other airports, what you have to do is you have to, here on mission, you go to search and you look in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'll tab to Microsoft Flight Simulator, the world view, or use a little nav map. Like you can fire up a little nav map to see. What is this? This little nav map? Yeah, you can fire up a little nav map, and then you zoom into the place where you're interested in flying. You find the ICAO code of the airport. Okay, so let's say I wanted to go to, you know, I don't know, Rome. All right, this update, I'm too lazy to do it yet. But let's say I wanted to go here to Rome. And the Fiumicino, Lima, India, Romeo, Foxtrot, I remember that, and I come back here on mission, I put Lima, India, Tango, Foxtrot, I click search, and then it'll show me airports around here. I think it's a limitation like of the software. It won't show you all airports in the world like in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It only shows the ones around your airplane. All right, yeah, more programs to use. Check out Little Nav Map. That's a good one, and you can actually do like flight plans of that. That's how I did that flight plan for that crazy Doctors Without Borders race to benefit Doctors Without Borders I did the other day. But yeah, it's a mixture of, you know, we're like using computers. We have to be human beings have at a point where they call this thing multitasking and multi-application, you know. It's kind of like the Unix mindset. Several different small applications to doing one thing well, but you know, it works, I guess. Oh, you don't get these yellow dots? You don't see these little yellow dots here? I have small trip selected, and I click search, and that's what happened. I'm not going to do it now because I'm in the middle of a mission. Make sure you're updated to the latest Neofly. I'm 3.8.8. I don't know what's going on. You don't see any yellow dots at all, huh? Maybe it could be a setting. I'm taking a look at the settings here. Pro mode. Okay, oh, here you go. In the settings, there's this thing. Okay, if you have survival mode, or if in the pro mode, maybe you don't have location. Pilot and plane must be at the ICAO, International Civil Aviation Authority, Civil Aviation Organization mission location to start the mission. So I have all this stuff turned on here in pro mode. Maybe there's something to do with it. I'm not sure, but I'm very happy to help you troubleshoot it. And up here I have these check boxes selected. I have search missions matching the plane, and I have search missions matching rank. I don't have generate mission of only hard surface runway, no grass runways, because I actually really like the grass runways. And for this particular mission I did small trip. We're gonna get paid if we complete this mission $33,000. Okay, and are we climbing still? No, we're pretty stable. so weird, man. I mean, we could go on Discord later, and we could share your screen, and we could try to troubleshoot together if you want. I'd be very happy to do that. I know that when I started with Neofly, I was having those same issues. Like my plane wouldn't be the same. The airport, I had a bunch of issues. I wasn't sure of what my pilot was. And one thing, if you're using a custom airplane, it is a little. If you're using a custom livery for your airplane, it can be a little tricky to add the airplane in. There's a way for you to name your custom livery and then Neofly will pick it up. And basically it is, you use the default name of the airplane. So in my case it's like BN-2 Islander or something. And then at the end of the name of the airplane, you add the name of your livery. And I just put Hypertexthero, and then Neofly picked it up. So I don't know if that might have something to do with it, but you know, it's a third-party software. They do have bugs, but I will try and help it to reproduce as much as I can. Alright, we're heading towards west. We're gonna cross the border. We're still in southern Nigeria, but we're soon gonna, about halfway through this trip, we're gonna cross the border into these terrible things, you know, human-created borders, but we're gonna cross over to Mali. And we're heading to Kidal. Looks like a crazy place. Look at that landscape. There's some green here, probably in the rainy season. There's a little town there, and this is just some sort of airstrip in the desert. Very common in this part of the world, it seems. You know, it's pretty flat. They just like make a dirt runway. This airplane, the BN-2 Islander, is very good at landing anywhere. It's one of the best short takeoff and landing capable airplanes in the world. A classic British plane. Has these sturdy landing gears. They're not retractable. They're very strong. They're stuck into the engine, into the wing struts up there. High wing airplane. That means the fuel is above you, and it's you don't have to worry about transferring fuel from the left side to the right because of the gravity. It just goes straight into the engine. And a beautiful little machine. I just wish this new sound update comes back so I don't have to turn the engine sound way down, because it's way too loud on the outside from however far you are from the airplane. And it's weird, like I get this back closer. My light is all weird today. Everything is weird today here in Hypertexthero HQ in New York City. Oof, that's a long flight. I'll punch it. Yeah, this is going to be a... Let's see my estimated time and route. I think I can see it inside the BN-2 Islander. There it is. Estimated time and route, 1 hour plus 28 minutes, I think. We're at 220 nautical miles. And even though my autopilot, I wanted to put it at 2,300 feet, it's showing it here to 500. I don't know what's up with that, but I can probably switch it to I think it was, what was it, velocity? I don't know, it's an older thing this, so I don't remember. I still get confused by these autopilot things. One day I will become a pro, or a prosumer at least. Did I miss anything? I don't think I did. There's recorded track 82 back there. I think I remember recorded track 82. Who was recorded track? Was that Piper? I think that's Piper 99. He's coming up behind me, if I remember correctly. And let's try to get a more interesting view here for us. And I'm thinking about organizing. The yellow dots showed up after I inputted a flight plan path to FTTL. Oh, okay. You inputted a flight path in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Huh. Yeah, it's interesting, this thing, because it is a piece of software that uses this Neofly uses this thing that I think all software that wants to connect to Microsoft Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Sim Connect, I think it's called, and basically it just transmits the data from the video game. Let me check one more thing here. From the video game to an application programming interface that you can get the data from the video game being transmitted out, and Building World graphics data is on. Good. And so, yeah, whatever you do in the sim will affect the application you're using. Which I think is a pretty awesome way to do things, you know, for the sim. I should modify the mixture a little bit here. And you see like the landscape here, you can see some repetition. So this is the textures they're using. Like, there hasn't been a world update in Africa yet, so the textures they're using are not as good as the one in where they do have the world updates, like the US, UK, Japan, I think northern Scandinavia, and I think the northern European countries so far. I'm looking forward to Italy. I'm looking forward to Brazil. No, in Neofly I said I wanted to fly to a... Okay, the yellow dot showed up and put it in Neofly. I said I wanted to fly to a spot. I wanted to go to Bol, which is stop in between, and it started showing all airfields. Weird. Okay. Hello, Piper. I see you back there. Oh, I did a moment ago. Yeah, there you are. Okay, let me slow down a bit. Maybe you can catch up then. And I'm also gonna get my mixture leaned out here. I'm watching those arrows. And later today, ladies and gentlemen, as a break from, you know, flying an airplane very calmly and peacefully over the desert, we're going to go to a city where there's all types of action going on. You can drive cars, you can drive buses, you can hop on trains. I think you can drive trams, I don't remember. And you can also fly airplanes. This place is called Los Santos. It is in a video game called Grand Theft Auto Online. And that's going to be a change, but there are airplanes there too. Whatever has an airplane, I will play. I played that game quite a bit in the past. It's been a while. We are gonna go and visit and see how things are going in the Grand Theft Auto world. I saw there was an update to Red Dead Redemption 2 the other day. There's more missions, more things going on there. So we're gonna check that out too eventually. That's okay, I'm in a fast plane just to say goodnight. Copy that, Piper. Thanks so much for dropping in. I appreciate it. Okay, back to full power here. We do have a way to go on this flight. Kura says it crashes more often. Already that Red Dead crashes more often now? I haven't played Red Dead for ages. Maybe since we played together. I think you, Galaxia Cat, maybe Dom. Red Dead Redemption 2, yeah. Been a while. Been a long time. Let's look behind us here. Oh, nice. The passenger didn't show up. That's good. Okay, so we just have the baggage. I put some in the seat behind me here, and we are stable in this flight in the African continent here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep a little outside. Let's go move over to the co-pilot seat here. The BN-2 Islander is not usually flown with a co-pilot. It's usually flown by a lone intrepid bush pilot. Let's give you this view from this direction here. Maybe like that. No, let's leave it normal. Right around there. Kira says I had to shoot some things lately. I've had a very I've had to shoot some things lately. I've had a very stressful 6 weeks. And what better place to do than Red Dead Redemption? Or if you want to join me in GTA, I don't know if you still have it installed, Kura. That's coming, I think, in the afternoon. It'll be funny because, you know, Amber's friend and her daughter are gonna show up. Whoa! What was that? Someone just did a flyby here. And recorded track of the flyby, ladies and gentlemen. An applause for recorded track 82, aka... Is that a Spitfire he's flying? What the heck is that? Aka Pipe HR 9er. Let's see what he's flying out there. Is that a Bonanza? Is that a Spitfire? Yeah, so Amber's friend and her daughter are gonna arrive, and it's gonna be funny because, you know, I'm flying a peaceful game this morning. But then when they arrive, if I'm playing GTA, they're like, oh, you just play these violent games. What's going on, you know? Using a Bonanza, ladies and gentlemen. Boom! Wow. And let me come back here and let me center track IR because it's causing me some trouble. There you go. That's better. But where is he now? There he is. I like those. I like that now it's showing like these effects were added. I think one of the last updates. It shows you the wingtip vortices appearing. Thank you, Vertigo. Thank you, Kerr, for the lurk. Vertigo, excellent film by Alfred Hitchcock too. If you haven't seen it, I warmly recommend it. Here's an unusual view of the BN-2 Islander from the bottom. What's that little thing over there? Is that a star? Yeah, that's a star over there. Pretty bright. You can see it like in the middle of the day almost. Or maybe it's, well, it's not the middle of the day in Africa. Yeah, you see that? There's a little star there in the sky. These wonderful changes of lighting. And I hope your week gets less, or the next weeks get less stressful, Cora. Try this. Move this light up here, and let's see if that helps light up this thing behind you so that it looks a little better. A little better, I think, right? We have about an hour to go. It's quite a while. The Islander is flying smoothly. And there it comes again, ladies and gentlemen. Pipe HR, aka recorded track 82 with the flybys. Another request to Asobo Studios and Microsoft. Please, better flyby sounds. He's gonna form up on us. Dante, how you doing? Hello. I'm gonna head to Rome probably tomorrow in Microsoft Flight Simulator to Italy. Maybe I can come and say hi in Tivoli. How is your Thursday going? Almost Friday. His recorded track with Bonanza. The flaps down to slow down. Forming up with us here. Yeah, we're going to go to Italy tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. But I have to meet Sheepa too. So I think first we're gonna go to Timbuktu, and then and there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Pipe HR getting close here. Let's take a look out the window, see if you can see him out of the window of the airplane. Oh, all right, back here. It's right above us. Up visibility. Okay, he's going back to the other side now. Let's go back inside. And there he is. And I keep forgetting to put that UI mod so I could do a screenshot without the nameplate. But hey, why not have the nameplate here, you know? To see who's here with us. Let's try a cool, like, a shot like that. There he is. Oh, there's one shot. Let's go put our head right outside of the airplane. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Pipe HR. And there's another one. That's a nice one. Okay. Recorded, aka recorded track 82. Very nice. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi. These avatars in these digital worlds. Hydrate, thank you, Dante. Land in the Colosseum. Yeah, I can try that. I've landed in Piazza del Popolo. No, not Piazza del Popolo. I've landed in the Vatican. In Piazza San Pietro. I've landed in Circo Massimo. So far. We can go and try land in the Colosseum, see if that's possible. I don't know if that'll be possible on an airplane, probably just a chopper, but we're gonna see. Hydrate, here it comes. Rodrigo Kitikati 569! 1-2 bus. Hello, Rodrigo, welcome back to the stream. How have you been? E aí, tudo bem? Another gentleman from Brazil coming in here. How's the work going? Como vai o trabalho? Como vai a vida? We do have some music from Brazil playing here. Bossa Nova type music, very jazzy. Coming from the home where this music was first composed. Around Rio de Janeiro. Antônio Carlos Jobim, João Gilberto, and other lovely... Oh, the heck? I have a call. Scam likely. The common calls here. Scam calls in the United States. Trabalhando na área de EAD. O que é? What is EAD? Tudo tranquilo, que bom, cara. I'm glad everything is tranquil with Rodrigo. Rodrigo Kitikati 569er. Dante Aka says the Italian police, if you land on a monument, does not arrest you but gives you a round of applause and offers you a beer. An applause for Dante for that comment, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I hope that's true, you know, but if you know, I don't know, they'll probably be a little bit concerned, but they're probably very, very happy. Yeah, I'm not sure what EAD stands for, where Rodrigo Kitikati is working in that area. Well, the Italian police gave out a fine to Top Gear for wrecking a monument, and they tracked down the Dutch perpetrators that secured a monument football match. Oh, I think I remember that football thing. There was some Dutch hooligans there, and I think it was against England or something, I don't know, and there was a mess, I think, in Piazza di Spagna. They broke a piece off the fountain there, I think, some years ago. Yeah, no, they got pretty pissed. No, I think they will track you down. Cara, não me lembro, mas é tipo de marketing. Okay, Rodrigo saying he doesn't remember what it stands for, but it's a type of marketing. That's good. I am the same way, Rodrigo. There's so many acronyms, especially if you work for the UN or for some bureaucratic organization, and they change all the time. I don't remember what the heck they stand for, you know, it's just an acronym. And you stand in these meetings, you don't know what anything means anymore. Whether it means electro-alto dynamics or existential attention diabolicals or existing alpha doubters. I don't know. Very hefty fine. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, it's you know, it's a monument that is a piece of art. You know, it's a. Yeah, I mean, in Rome, when I was younger and I lived in Rome, you know, you could drink beer outside till late. No one will give you any problem, but then after a while they started cracking down a bit. Bars wouldn't stay open till 3, 4 in the morning anymore. They would have to close at like 2 or 1 or 2, and you couldn't sell alcohol anymore after a certain time, and I blame the hooligans for that, because the Italians are pretty chill, but you know, when you have like the Dutch hooligans or the English hooligans or the Scottish hooligans or the American hooligans or Australian hooligans, generally, you know, whoever they were drinking a lot, and they didn't really care for self-control. After that, then they started cracking down. In Rome, at least. I don't know about other parts of Italy. Dante says, Shipa, that's true. Like with every state here, are the dark sides of the police of that state, like corruption. Yeah, Dante, that's a huge problem in Brazil. Here in the United States, you know, there's always corrupt police as well. You know, it's like there's good people and bad people working everywhere, whereas the police are something else, so... I have this weird, like, I don't know if you can hear this, but there's a sound in the airplane that goes... It's almost like a police siren, but it's like a very low level sound. I don't know if I have something on that I shouldn't have on, or if I didn't turn something on that I should have turned on, but it's kind of annoying. Everything is fine. Oh, we do have rudder trim. Look at that, it's right here. Nice, and I haven't noticed the rudder trim. Such a nice plane, the Vertigo. I'm already at 40,000. You're 40,000 feet of that airplane? Does the Bonanza you're saying? Does it go to 40,000? Did I turn the autopilot off by mistake here? I think I might have. Oh, here you go. Watch out. Yeah. If I press Z, I have to unmap the Z key for it, because if I hit it often by mistake, because right below the A, and I'm using WASD to control the drone outside. Not Bonanza, Vertigo jet. Oh, it's called a Vertigo. It's a jet plane. Is it a free mod? I mean, I don't have it installed. That's why I see a Bonanza. Cara, você tá voando aonde? No deserto do Sahara? Yeah, I'm flying over here. Let me show you. Let me just make sure I'm not gonna crash. As my vertical airspeed. Yeah, there you go. That's a little better. Please, autopilot, keep my vertical airspeed nominal. Let's not go and crash. Okay, I think I'm fine. And the autopilot actually listened to me. I went to 2,300 feet now. Eu tô voando, Danteaca. I'm flying in. Here, I'll show you. No meio in the middle of Africa here. Estamos now sul da Algéria, south of Algeria. We're about to cross the border into Mali. I want to head to Timbuktu eventually. That's where we're eventually in Timbuktu, okay? That's where we're gonna head to eventually, but we're gonna meet Shipa there, I think. But for now, I'm going to Kidal, taking some cargo. Glass, medical stuff, etc. That's what they call the cargo. We can imagine what it is, you know. Free on Flight Sim 2, yes. Let's Vertigo jet plane. Let's go check it out while we're flying here. Let's check out this jet plane. Shipa's heading to Bo. It lies on Lake Chad. Oh, here you go. There's Bo. Alright, copy that, Shipa. We'll meet eventually, Shipa. We'll meet, maybe even if we have to ask Scotty to beam us to the same place, we could do that too. You know, we don't have to just keep hopping around each other in Africa. Let's go check out, while we're flying here, let's go check out this aeroplane that Pipe HR909er is telling us about. It's called Vertigo MSFS Flight Sim 2. Let's see if we can find this. Turboprop racer. It's a prop plane and it goes to 40,000 feet. Well, it's a turboprop, so that's why it can go higher. You know, if you don't have turboprop, you can't go that high. I'll keep an eye outside of the airplane, and there's no mountains out there that we're gonna crash into. But here you go. Here's this is coming from courtesy of Piper 909er here. There's a bunch of free planes that you can get now. Well, how many blades does it have in this propeller? Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blades. It's almost like a Spitfire Mark 13 or whatever. I think the 13 has 5 blades. Jeez, looks like a agile, powerful little beast of a small machine. Vertigo likes to go fast, low, and kick some dust. Inspired by Mike Petty's turbulence, she has the same blood running through her veins. The legendary PT-6A 850 horsepower turbine engine. Add to that a 6-bladed constant speed propeller, constant speed too, plus a composite airframe, and you've got a competitive racer. Wow. Very cool. I'll check it out. Thanks for letting me know, Piper. Falou, obrigado, boa sorte aí, Rodrigo. Good luck and thanks for dropping by the stream. Falou? Did I miss anything? Let's see. Cara, o L2, oh, here you go. Rodrigo says, o L2 Sturmovik tem como jogar online? Sim, só precisa do Hyperlobby para criar uma conta voar. Ah, okay, so Rodrigo is saying Altus Sturmovik, I think he means 1946. You can play online, you just need a Hyperlobby account to play. Let's try playing sometime. I've been playing IL-2 since the original came out in I think 2000, 2001. And I would install that and play that. So let's do it. Vamos jogar, falou? You play on server Jagger 1? Okay, let me note that down. I'll put on my notes here. Okay, I have 2, 1946, Hyperlobby, server, Jagger 1, and that's Rodrigo Kichikachi 569. I'll check that out. I would play that game. I mean, it's probably cost like $10 now. I mean, I have the game, but no thank you, notes. And what else did I miss? Dante says, and it is when you hear a siren in the plane that you understand that there's some problem, but you must first wait to scrape the propeller on the ground to be sure that you have to solve that problem. I do that often in IL-2 Sturmovik, the current one, the Battle of Stalingrad, the Great Battles ones. I often, when I'm strafing or flying too low to escape other airplanes, I often fly way too low and I scrape the propeller. Prop strike, propeller's broken, and I do have to do a crash or belly or control the dead stick landing. It's exciting. That's why I like damage modeling, because that stuff happens, you know. Microsoft Flight Simulator, if you do a Microsoft prop strike, it just game over screen, which is so anticlimactic, you know. I love IL-2 Sturmovik 2. It's my favorite flight simulator, actually. The current one and the old one. I actually have a signed poster by Oleg Maddox, the original developer of IL-2, and all his programmers, everyone who worked on the original one. I have a signed poster because I won this thing like back in like 2003 or 2004 or something, when they released an update to it that had the hurricane on the cover. I forget what that was. I'll check that out, Rodrigo. Thanks for letting me know. And the game we're talking about while we're flying here, this longest BN-2 Islander flight, ladies and gentlemen, is my favorite. Probably if I had to pick one flight simulator that's my favorite, it would be that one. Although Microsoft Flight Simulator is getting close because you can fly anywhere in the world, you know, and it's moddable, it's open, it's like anyone can add planes. I love this sim too. But my blood is in the, I started with combat flight sims. I love, you know, the World War II airplanes. So we are talking about this game here, IL-2 1946, which is basically a conglomeration, a collection of all the content that came from the original IL-2 back in 2000, and it has mods that adds like hundreds of airplanes. I'll put the Steam version here. See you next time, Piper. Thanks so much for letting us know about that airplane. And I'll see you again soon. Oh, Jagger 1, oh, that's the wrong thing. This is what we're talking about here. Whoa, we got some groovy stuff coming in here on the soundtrack. I mean, this is not soundtrack. I am using for the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on a trial version of Epidemic Sound. I've been hearing about it, and I did find a good selection of bossa nova type music like we're hearing now. This is not bossa nova. This is more like a weird. It's called Bacchanal by Duke Harrington. But it's a weird. There's some good instrumental music here. I would like to have the victory of Germany in World War II just to see the development of the beautiful projects of the wonder weapons such as M262 jet bombers. Wow, so you would want like Hitler to win just to see what they would do with the things? No, I can't agree with that. I mean, I have a lot of respect for, you know, Luftwaffe and the pilots there because they saved a lot of the Allied, you know, when the Allied were captured and people wanted to lynch them, you know. Luftwaffe officers, and I think that's the case for a lot of, I think the pilots are usually, you know, since you fly above the earth and you go far away and you see the beauty of the earth, you're less inclined to be to think, oh, you know, my team is better than yours, Germany is better than this, and you have a bigger picture of the earth. And so, there's stories of kindness from Luftwaffe pilots towards Allied pilots that were captured. I read about it in Harold Brown's book, Keep Your Airspeed Up. You know, so and they had beautiful airplanes, I can't deny, you know. MD-262 is a gorgeous airplane, first operational jet fighter. But I wouldn't want to see Germany win, no thank you. Then we'd have a much different world today, a much worse world today than we have, even with all its problems. I am very glad the Allied won that, you know. I'll drop a bomb on Hitler's head myself if given a chance at that time, you know. Sheepa says, I hope only the airplane is not so much the victory. Exactly, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, Craze, good noon. I mean, leave politics alone, absolutely not defend them. Copy, alright. No, that's good to make that clear always, I think. Yeah, I think there was a video game called, let me turn this music down. Let me actually get this music, past to the next one because it's a little too fast for me. It's good to make clear, I think, that you know, we're not gonna defend any madman psychopaths. And how are you, Wild Craze? How's Norway treating you today? How's the weather out there? We're heading to Mali. We're heading towards Timbuktu, but we're gonna land somewhere first and drop some cargo. New York City is hot as hell. Nice. Decent. But as I was saying, there was actually a good video game. I don't think I ever played it, but it was called Secret Weapons of the Luftwaffe. Okay. And I'm just gonna give you the top hit on DuckDuckGo here. And this was a game about we can take a look over here about some of these experimental German airplanes. You know, look how far we've come. Okay, look at the cockpit of a BN-2 Islander now, and look at how the cockpits used to look back then. Isn't it crazy? Let's open it up a little bit bigger here. Wow, 1991 by LucasArts, classic. A Go 229. I think that was a jet-powered airplane. What else do they have? Me-163B. Yeah. First, the 8th Air Force, and you had like B-17s, I guess. Some game nostalgia for us here, ladies and gentlemen. Never seen this website before, it just came up. Temperature perfect, wind confirmed. Copy that. Wow, Craze. Let me just check our position here. We're about to cross into Mali, ladies and gentlemen. If you've never heard, this is not who's playing right now on the stream, but if you've never heard of this guitarist, of this guitarist Ali Farka Toure. Go check him out. Excellent guitarist from Mali. Inspired by John Lee Hooker and all the classic blues man. I have at home a book of, this is Dante Aka speaking, I have at home a book of German projects of 1945, and they were brilliant on technological level, less menomale means like a, yeah, it's good that the war ended earlier, because otherwise that technology, the war would have lasted much longer. Yeah, I've heard that they, and I also heard that, you know, Hitler was so obsessed with having bombs on airplanes. You know, he was a very cruel person, so he wanted like to drop bombs on the enemy, and so he was so obsessed with having all the airplanes designed so they could carry bombs, including the Me-262, that he would give these orders to designers like, no, it can't carry bombs, I'm not interested. And that actually hampered the development of a lot of these late war fighters, the jet fighters. Whoa, this is too fast. Let's change this music. Something a little more chill, please. And so it hampered the designers, you know. And that's like any bad boss. They want their way or the highway, and they don't listen. And but I'm glad in this case, because yeah, then we don't have the Germans doing much better. But you know, I think even with like bigger technological advantage, just with pretty much the Soviets and the Americans, you know, and the Italians at that point, and the British, it was just too much. Even if they had the technological advantage, I don't think they could have won. I think the tide of the war, after the Soviets started getting closer to Berlin, it was just too much. They were fighting in two fronts. There was no way, even with better technology. They didn't have access anymore to oil fields, to the resources they needed to build enough fighting machines. And look at this lighting here. All right. Chipa says, I like the fancy games where Germany won, and I usually play the Germans, but I'm evil in the games like that, I guess. I'm for some reason I can almost never play the Germans. Maybe I'm just too tied up with the politics that I mean, I like the Focke-Wulf 190 a lot as a technological, you know, as an airplane. Let's go way out here so I can not hear the airplane anymore. Look how far you can hear this airplane. You need, please, Black Box Simulations, give us a sound update here so we can get better sound. But I just, yeah, I can't, not that I can't fly with the Germans, but I just prefer the Allied airplanes. I was thinking about designing a mission in Altitude Sturmovik where I would, because they did capture Focke-Wulf 190s. The British captured Focke-Wulf 190s pretty early on in the war, and that's how they with the Spitfire, they flew the Spitfire against a captured Focke-Wulf 190. I don't know if it was an A3 or A4. And based on the results of that, they were like, all right, we have to get this engine better. And they started, and then they got the Merlin. I think the Mark V was designed, and ultimately the Mark 9 Spitfire, to counter the Focke-Wulf 190 that was beating it, flying higher, flying faster. So I was thinking about designing a mission for Altitude Sturmovik where you fly a captured Focke-Wulf 190 against the Germans with a custom paint job. And I think that would be an interesting mission. You go behind enemy lines. They don't realize that you're you're an enemy. Something like that. Yeah, Germany had no fuel, less tanks, less manpower. Yeah, I mean they were, they after D-Day, after those times, I think it was game over. I don't think they could have come back. Dante says Hitler, he was a fool. He wanted to make the MT-262 a dive bomber. Yeah, it's absurd. Or even the P-1000 Rat that has its gun and naval cannon. Yeah. I mean, the guy was like a child in a man's, a psycho child in a man's shoes, I guess. Which side, the Sopwith Camel, UK, England? I believe it's a British airplane. Lovely airplane. I think I can fly the Sopwith in Altitude Sturmovik because I have the Rise of Flight. I mean, IL-2 Streamovik is a complicated history. It's like, first it was its own game for many years, and then after the relative failure of Cliffs of Dover, I think even Ubisoft bought it or something, 1C Games, or I forget what happened, but basically the development team changed completely, and they kept the name, but they based the graphics engine on another plane, which was an original World War I plane simulator. Here I think I explained a little bit about this in this blog post, I think. You can go read it if you want. Hey Bats, how's it going? One, two, jump! Oops. Almost made me break my little sound thinker. Watch out. Sorry about the delay. Wild Craze, England and France, maybe. I think it was at the side of the Allies for sure. When the first game I played on PC was Sopwith. Man, Wild Craze, that was one of the first games I played on PC too. Sopwith, I love it, and I actually did a stream of it. You can see it, YouTube. Hold up. Hypertexthero, YouTube, Sopwith. It was one of my first. It was when I had started streaming. Stand by. Sopwith. Let's take a look. I'm gonna find this and I'll send you the link, and then I'll get back to the chat. Okay, let me just find this real quick. Bats, welcome. And sorry to hear about the UK law. When it went to penalties, I was like, damn, you know, I hate penalties. But very good effort. And I hope next time, you know. I feel bad for the English players. At least it was Italy and not Germany, though, okay? Here you go, Sopwith, let's find it. Stand by. And Sopwith, ladies and gentlemen, has better damage modeling than the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Okay? A game from 1984, was it? Here it is. That's my early on Hypertexthero stream. Streaming Sopwith that Wild Craze just mentioned here. I used to wake up... I could only play this game at my friend's house. This airplane's making such weird noises. Let me turn the volume down for Microsoft Flight Simulator, generally. It's like going... so annoying. Okay. There. I used to go to my friend's house and sleep over there before, when I was a kid. And we wake up, I didn't want to wake up to go to school, but I would wake up at 5 in the morning in order to play about an hour of Sopwith before we had to leave to go to school at his computer. There is the full stream of Sopwith. BNB CompuScience, you can play it for free if you go to sopwith.org, I believe. Sopwith.org, that's where you can download it and you can play it today on your PC. It's a wonderful video game. Old school video game, okay. Our chaps did Sprout, sir. No disgrace to play very well and some dirty very player. Copy that, Bats. Okay, you can see what's happening here on Neofly. We are about to cross the border from Algeria, okay, to Mali. So Algiers Center, the air traffic control is saying, hey, you're about to cross the border. You know, I've been tracking you on our borders. Now you're going to Mali. They're going to track you. So all we're going to do is going to come up here. And we're going to acknowledge the handoff.
126.1 Hypertexthero 1.
True Niami Center on 126.100. Contact Niami Center.
Hypertexthero 1, 2,300 feet.
I'll be right back to the chat. Niami control is Hypertexthero 1. I have my altimeter set 29.67. I'm continuous plan. Over. Okay, and back to the chat. Our chaps did a sprout, sir. No, this great. Oh, 1 second. One is very energetic here. Oh, 1 second. I have to go further up because I missed. I almost missed Kerr's 1-2 jump. Let me see. Okay. Sheepa says, before D-Day it was over, the Russian war machine was powering up and shipping its tanks from Siberia to the front lines. It was only a matter of time they had numbers. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it was before D-Day. It was basically the Soviets, you know. The Soviets, I mean, the amount of resources and people and tanks they have. I mean, the Il-2 Sturmovik, which was their flying tank, okay, that is the most produced warplane in history. It's like something like almost 50,000, which is, if you think about it, 50,000 airplanes flying. It's a lot, you know. So they can just... even if it wasn't the best technology, it was getting much better, and it was, you know, just a lot of it, okay. And Shipa says, easy maintain tanks by the thousands. Yeah, it's what I like about, you know, Russian technology, Soviet technology. They have that joke that the Americans spent, I don't know how many millions to design a pen that could write upside down, and the Russians, they use the pencil. You know, it just works, you know. I like those planes. I like the IR-2 a lot. Then Bats showed up and says, one is very energetic there today, sir. Magnificent leap there, old boy. Thank you. That was Kerr's thing. It wasn't as magnificent as usual because I'm not... I should stand up probably, huh? Let's stand up here. Stand by. It's hot in New York, that's why I'm not dressed so professionally, Bat. I'm not wearing my usual... Hold up, I want to make sure that I don't crash a bunch of stuff on my standing desk here. If you spend a lot of time behind computers, ladies and gentlemen, I warmly recommend standing desk. It really helps my back, basically. There you go, I'm standing, so the next 1-2 jump will be better, okay? And if, as always, if the music level is bad, let me know and I'll turn something up, turn other things down. Yep, proud of the Brit effort as well, Bats, agree. And Dante says, tomorrow the Americans will read in the newspaper, man breaks chair jumping after the arrival of follower. The gentleman in question does not want to make declarations. I would actually love if newspapers wrote about that stuff instead of just, you know, bad news that you hear all the time. I mean, it's important to have some bad news, but I wish all newspapers would decide, okay, we must balance the bad news of good news, because there's a lot of good news happening out there that doesn't get talked about because, you know, bad news sells, you know, good news doesn't. And the newspaper business, for better or for worse, is a engagement business. They want you to pay attention, they want you to keep reading, they want you to get angry and share their articles, everything else. That's what Facebook and all these things run on, making you feel angry. And that's why I don't read much news. I just look once in a while, and why I dislike social media in general, even though I'm forced to use it because, you know, there's people that they don't know how to use email anymore. They don't know how to use Facebook Messenger. What else? Greetings, Timmy. Timmy, very nice. People saying hi to each other. No comment for sure on Kerr. I'm also innocent. Wild, I think that was towards Bat, because Kerr is from the Italic Peninsula, so he was very happy with that win. Wild Craze already missed flying, but I need a break from PC. I hear you, Wild. You know, I need my breaks too. I mean, these days I don't play computer games anymore if I'm not streaming. So if I'm not streaming, I'm usually taking a break, but not necessarily just from computers. I do stuff for the stream outside. I'm working on emotes. I'm working on a post called "Everything I Know About Streaming So Far," with all the tips and tricks that I've learned. That's gonna come hopefully sooner rather than later. And Bat says, penalty shootouts have always been our Achilles heel, but full respect to our chaps who did us proud and are all proud of what achieved. Agreed with you, Bats, and I hate penalties, whether it's England or not. I wish they would just say, sorry. I wish instead of penalties, they would do another half hour and allow all the substitutes to play. I think that's how I would do it if I was the boss at FIFA or whoever. Because come on, people don't like to watch it, you know. I mean, I don't like it. I don't know, but everyone I know who follows soccer hates penalties. They want to watch them play, not because it's a 50-50 chance, you know. It's like flipping a coin. Chipa says, yeah, Kerr put a link there. I don't know what that is. Let's take a look. Star Trek Scotty, hello computer. Yep, let's go check it out. Oh, I love that. Okay. I'll bring it up. This is Kerr's contribution here. This is from Star Trek, I think 3 or The Voyage Home, where Scotty it teaches them how to make transparent aluminum so they can make these tanks to bring whales back to the future, so the whales that we killed in the past can talk to this probe that's on orbit of Earth causing climate change. It's a great movie. I really liked it. I actually watched November recently. How are we doing with this airplane? I'm just having an autopilot while I'm chatting here. We're getting there. Let's take before I get back to chat, let's take a quick look here at the... We have 100 nautical miles to go, about 39 minutes, quite a long flight. And there's this annoying sound in the BN-2 Islander that keeps happening. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you can hear it. It's a low-level sound. Let's turn down the Microsoft Flight Simulator sound level even lower so we don't have to hear that. Yeah, Russian war apparatus printer went brrrr. I remember that crazy meme. What was it? Like the money goes brr. Where was it? It was money printer go brr. This one was funny. There it is. That's a pretty horrible one of the stock market, you know. The United States Federal Reserve System printing money like hell, as they should, I think, you know. I don't want unemployment to finish. Just give me a basic income. I'll keep streaming then. All the time. There it is. Let's make it faster. That's enough of that. What a break. Goodbye, Adante. Always a pleasure. Thanks for dropping by. Food's ready, so I'll be hands off for a bite. Buon appetito, Alcres. Buon appetito. Spero che sia buono. This in Italian, ladies and gentlemen, means good, you know. So buono. I hope your food is good. Weird thing, you know, but that's the way it is. We're looking at secret weapons of the Luftwaffe. And Bat says negativity breeds negativity, positivity breeds positivity, so we need more positivity in our news. I completely agree with you, Bat. 110%. Instead of penalties, I would support play on till someone scores. Fair in my mind. I completely agree with that too. And it would be more interesting to watch, you know. I mean, let them play, man. Far fairer, yeah. Star Trek 4, I think that was, yeah, The Voyage Home. Excellent movie. If you want to see a good movie, ladies and gentlemen, that's a more old school. Go check out Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. It is, I think, I don't know if it's the only, but it is the first, I believe, Star Trek directed by Leonard Nimoy, but directed by Spock. Should go to the IMDb. I usually like Wikipedia better. Let's see, Wikipedia. There it is, and it's a wonderful poster. I love this poster, and they fly a bird of prey to go back to the future to try to fix the climate, to try to fix a climate change problem in the future that we caused in the past because we killed all the animals that could talk. We killed the whales, and it's a beautiful poster. I really like this poster. We've got Kirk and Sulu. We've got McCoy. We've got Scotty. We've got Uhura. No, I mean Kirk and McCoy, and there's a Chekhov, and there's Sulu, McCoy and Scotty, sorry. And it's San Francisco, there's the Golden Gate. It's a really funny movie. I love this film. Directed by Leonard Nimoy, there you go. I'm a Trekkie, certified, live long and prosper. This thing here, I don't know if I put it there already, so it talks a little bit, I got lost, but here it tells you a little bit about the history of Altus Sturmovik, I think. Yeah, it's the 3rd generation. Okay, it talks a little bit about there, and it teaches you how to take off in an aisle too. All right. I like when Stocky struggles the computer. Should we put that on? Should we put that on stream? Let's do it. I'll turn the music down a little bit as soon as I find it. That's one of my favorite scenes in any Star Trek, actually, because it's a Mac too, you know. Here, let me find it off screen here, and Scotty talks to computer. All right, let's try the. Let's do the whole scene, okay? It'll be about 5 minutes, but why not? Why not? Let's see if I can do this. We'll give These Are the Voyagers. Here, I'll give him a subscription. There you go, and I'll give him a like. Because it's nice to share the love out here. And I'm gonna mute the music a little bit, and let's go in and listen to this scene.
Professor Scott, I'm Dr. Nichols, plant manager. I'm terribly sorry.
Stand by.
Awful mix-up. Would you believe I was never told about your visit?
I've tried to clear things up, Professor Scott. I explained that you'd come all the way here from Edinburgh on appointment to study methods of manufacturing.
Very low. Can you hear it?
But they don't seem to know anything about it.
Don't know anything about it. I find it hard to believe that I've come millions of miles, thousands of miles on an invited tour of inspection. Only to be
Scott, if you
I
just-
demand to see the owners. I demand.
Professor Scott, just take it easy. Dr. Nichols has offered to take us around the plant personally.
He has.
Yes. With pleasure.
It's an aluminum plant, okay? Hear nothing?
Gregory! Whoa! Professor!
May my assistant join us?
Copy that. Yeah, I think let's try to find another one because it's really low though. Let's just go to the hello computer. And you can find it afterwards if you want. Wow, look at the quality of this, okay? Let's see if that's any better.
Perhaps the professor could use your computer.
Please.
Computer? Computer?
The guy's face, yeah.
Hello, computer.
Just use the keyboard.
The keyboard. How quaint.
It's a Mac. Okay, there it is. All right, and back. And how quaint. Well, that is when you talk to the tower. Yeah, like that's a. Because actually, you know, I have the reason I started doing that. I got inspired by Scotty. But the reason I started talking to the towers through my mouse is because I got this new mouse a while back. It's what is it? A Steel Series Sensei 310 ambidextrous esports mouse. So no, I'm wearing a tank top T-shirt here. It's not just because it's hot in New York. I believe this is a sport. It's esports. Okay, just joking. Anyway, but this mouse, it has a feature that it has these buttons on the side. And I actually managed to map one of these buttons to OBS to turn on a. See if I'm talking here, you know, the mouse doesn't have a mic. I'm just using this mic over here, but I'm talking. But if I press the button, the mouse looks what happens. It's a little too subtle, maybe. But let's see. Here it goes. Now to copy that ATC traffic control. Shipa, do you copy that? How quaint. Shipa. Well, I once had a Steel Series, a big mouse, so nice. And this is without it, and this is pressing it. So it's these buttons, and I actually can pretend it's a thing of the radio. I just have to make it a little more radio-like, but it's a balance to be struck between too radio-like that no one can understand anything, and not radio-like enough that you can't hear it. So I agree. Always room for some Star Trek. We are 79 nautical miles away, ladies and gentlemen. There is I'm behind us. So let me show you what I'm talking about over here. 30 minutes estimated time en route. You know, not a terribly exciting flight, but I just thought I'd talk a little bit today, making this a Microsoft Flight Simulator is a good thing for just chatting, you know, because you turn on the autopilot and you can just chat like I'm doing today. I guess I have a lot to say, and in the afternoon we'll take a break from the peaceful flying and autopilot. Let me go back here, make sure I didn't press a button that's gonna make the plane crash. No, we're good. Hey, Matrog's back there, ladies and gentlemen. This sounds a little bit like Kenny Burrell, but it's not Kenny Burrell. It's One for Frederick by Vendla. Where is Matrog? Too far to get to. Back to our plane. One to the bus! Jimmy Thingy! Hello, Matrog. How are you, Icebird? I don't know if I can reproduce that bug you told me about, but I'll take a look when I have a little more time. A very nice little augmented 7th, I think, chord that is. Whoa, what is this? Vendla. Damela. Some flamenco guitar coming in here. This is coming to you from Epidemic Sound, ladies and gentlemen. I am trying the trial subscription. If I'm happy with it, which I am so far, it'll be $15 a month to get this thing going. And all rights clear, don't have to worry about DMCA takedown requests, and Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, I think. So that sounds pretty good to me. And even when you're not subscribed, apparently even if you put your VOD out there, you have the music, and then you cancel your subscription or you stop your free trial, they promise that they won't claim copyright on the one that you had while you were in subscription. Sounds good. Let's hope it's true. Unfortunately, you can only use it so far if you are in the United States or in Sweden at this point, but good service so far. I hope they add a shuffle. There's no shuffle yet, so I'm gonna have to download songs into my computer. I will contact them today and they got right back to me. They're like, do you want to talk to our UX designer? So maybe I'll actually ask him for a part-time job, and I'll say, okay, I'll talk to your UX designer, but you pay me, and so I have a part-time job. I can keep streaming, and let's do it. Goodbye, Dante. May the pasta god be with you. Copy that. Thank you, Dante. May the pasta gods be with you as well. I had some pasta yesterday. Today, I think we're gonna have some bread and a salad or something. But I hope you have a wonderful Thursday, sir. Sheepa says, "Can always VPN to use it?" I don't know. I think it's something contractual, Sheepa. I think it's something that like. They have like, oh, we're getting low here. Look, the landscape is raising and we're getting lower here. We're still at 2,300 feet on the, but that's above sea level, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a, this is looking more like 200 feet to me. So we better start paying attention here. We are much lower. Let's put the calibration knob here to, all right. And as we do that, you'll notice as I'm changing the barometric the altimeter calibration knob, the autopilot's like, oh, but you want me at 2,000, what was it? 2,300 feet, so it's making us go higher, so it's listening, okay? No radar altimeter on the BN-2 Islander, or this version of it at least. Let's stay pretty low. Let's stay at about 1,000 feet. Whoa, okay. Pretty high rate of crime there. So yeah, I don't know, Shipper, if you can use a VPN, because I think it's some sort of contractual thing that you have to be based in Sweden or the US at this point for the rights of the music to be cleared. But people kept telling me about it. This streamer that I learned a lot from called what's his name right now? Not Trihex, but Tony. I learned about the epidemic sound from this gentleman over here. He used to do a lot of Division 2. And now he's playing some Horizon Zero Dawn, I think. Here's a shout out. I learned about Epidemic Sound from him, and he liked it, and I liked the music in this channel, so I decided to check it out. And I got this like bossa nova and guitar instrumental playlist going here that I put together. But they have a bunch of different stuff, and you know, if I like it, I think $15 a month is reasonable. You know, I don't like all this subscription stuff these days, but I understand that people have to make a living too, so here we are. Some lovely lighting here of this BN-2 Islander. Flying in Mali now. We are approaching Kidal with this mission to deliver some sensitive cargo. I'm sorry about this if this is cutting through my noise limit, my noise gate here. There is something brushing, some sort of sanitation vehicle. Brushing the streets very fast outside in New York City. It's Thursday, I guess. Or is that a cutting thing? Is it bureau clock already? For you, probably, Kerr. For me, it's 11:40, so I guess for you it's bureau clock. And tomorrow's Friday, huh? Bureau clock at the Yellow Bar. I don't know if Amber heard that, but Amber, you know, she loves the Yellow Bar, of course. They're painting your house. No, man, don't even joke, because they were working. They were working here for a long time on. They had like scaffolding, and they had like they call it you know, it's an old brick building where I live, and they have to like adjust the bricks and take some out, put others in, and that was noisy. Damila is risky as the title. Damila. Did I miss something else? Let's see. You got the 1-2 boss from Kerr. 1-2 boss, but it's not a redeemer, it's just an icon. I'm not going there ever again. Yellow Bar sucks. Well, it became something else, you know. It was cool in the beginning, but now it's too it became too much of a nightclub instead of just a cafe, you know. So I agree. But you know, I have friends who still like to hang out there because it's just easy. It's just across from the workplace. So if my friends, if someone I know is going there, I'm like, all right. A sprayer gang, yeah. Can you hear this? I don't think you can hear it because I'm looking at the sound levels here. I think it's okay, but for me, it is driving me a little nuts. Hopefully, it goes away soon. Drawing a big heart on your house. The Hypertexthero heart. You know, I like the heart symbol a lot, and the I Love New York logo that popularized a lot of the types of t-shirts that say I love Rome, I love New York, I love my car, I love my cat or my dog, or you know, my partner or whatever it is. It was the I Love New York City logo was designed by this graphic designer called Milton Glaser. And one of the highlights of having coming to live in New York was the opportunity to work with him before he passed away. Passed away last year, unfortunately. He had a long, productive life, you know, in his 90s. But I got to work with him for like almost 6 months, and I learned so much. And so after that, I felt that, you know, one of his core tenets, let me change this music, it's a little too happy for me right now. One of his core... Stand by. Stand by. Botafogo by Vendla. One of Milton Glaser's core tenets, okay? Tenets as in one of his core advice, one of his core rules for a graphic designer is do no harm, okay? And I mean, even he couldn't follow that because he did graphic design and advertising for cigarette companies, okay? And we find out about this later. But he tried very hard in all his work. You know, he's a human being, he's fallible as like all of us, but in all his work, he tried to do no harm. So if a company came and asked you to advertise something that, you know, to make a graphic design work that would do something that would be harmful, particularly harmful, he would refuse it except for the cigarette company one. And he admitted to that in the end of his career. He's like, it's hard to do no harm sometimes, and he did an ad for a cigarette company, okay? But that stayed with me, and the heart was also a symbol of that. It wasn't just love New York, it was, I think, a symbol of his, for me personally, I feel it was a symbol of his tenet of first do no harm, okay? And what else have we got here? So, someone painting my house would only be upset if it was wrong color. In Italy, if you live in a centro storico or a lot of places, you can't choose the color, precise color of your house. You can, but if it's too bright and garish or something, you would get the mayor's staff come talk to you and say no, you know, because they want to keep a certain. They don't want to. They keep the visual, the aesthetics in mind, the Italians, and I appreciate that, you know. They can't put like a lemon, a radioactive green house in a centro storico. I mean, on one side I think it's cool, and the other I understand trying to keep a certain aesthetic, you know. Also, there is the Secret of Monkey Island special edition for free with Prime. Interesting. I don't have Prime anymore because I don't order so much stuff from Amazon any longer. Although I do miss being able to subscribe to other people's stream for free once a month. Maybe I'll get her again soon. Love Hypertexthero stream. Thank you so much, Icebird. I appreciate it, as always. And Shipa says, I just passed a massive meteor impact site of military-like structures around it. Where is that, Shipa? What is your position? Can I see you in little nav? Can I see you here? Maybe I can see you in little nav map. Let's take a look. I don't know how that works, so we have to be in a multiplayer thing, but a certain amount of... a certain distance from me, but I don't see you right now in either little nav map or... let me close that, actually. Oh, you have to be in my multiplayer. Okay. Yeah, I should have started the server. I'm sorry I keep forgetting about that. That's my fault. I keep forgetting about starting the server. But that's cool. You're near Chad. You're in Chad, right? There's a massive meteor crater with... Maybe that's part of this, you know, UFO cover-up, giant world cover-up. Looks like there's a crater here too. Look at that. That looks like a big crater near Kadao, where I'm heading to. Almost there, ladies and gentlemen. 17 minutes to go. And Bat says, if you can leave people happier than when you met them, you are on the right track, I say. I completely agree, Bat. As I get older, I realize that more and more, that no matter what, if you're kind to people, even if they're not kind to you, you will be better off afterwards. And they will be better off too. Yeah, sorry about that, Shipa. The multiplayer, and Wildcray says, NavMap says SimConnect still not showing multiplayer aircrafts. There is an update yeah, look at this crater out here. Does this look like a crater to you? This thing here? I mean, Earth is just like the moon, just like any other planet, you know. The dinosaurs, they have a lot of evidence, almost irrefutable evidence, that they were wiped out by a giant meteor strike right here that formed this thing here. The Gulf of Mexico is a giant crater meteor strike right at the time the dinosaurs disappeared. The fossil record and they have this ability, the geologists, to look at the microscopic all around the Gulf of Mexico. They have this microscopic layer of sediments, of rock that has been melted by an incredibly, it shows like an incredibly strong force melted it at the exact time, precise time that, you know, the fossil record changed for the dinosaurs. So the theory is, big ball of, you know, rock hit the earth here and boom, wiped out those big lizards. And that gave us little rodents and little squirrels and stuff a chance to survive. And eventually we evolved to have, you know, opposable thumbs. We came down from the trees and we started playing computer games. There we are. Heisbert says, you heard this. Everything you give will come back to you, so don't care what you get, but what you give. Very good way to put it, Iceberg. I agree. It's what you give, and karma is real, man. I'm with you. I'm with you. And for streaming too, you know, I want to do more and more out here. I'm gonna do this post, I'm working on it now, called everything I know about streaming so far as an amateur, you know, but I'll keep at it. It's gonna be an ongoing post, and all the tips and tricks I've learned, how to do these crazy sound effects for free with just a regular keyboard, and how
to talk like a little child if you want, like explain like I'm on 5 on Reddit,
or how to avoid
being an evil person,
is all going to be written about in detail to teach you how to do it if you're interested in doing it. It's been a learning experience for me. Lots of learning experience of this streaming adventure that I'm going on with you all here. My boomerang is broken. Your boomerang in War Thunder, the Australian airplane, or your real boomerang. I almost broke a window of my grandfather's the home where he was staying for the blind in Brighton in England. I threw a boomerang in the yard when I was a kid, and it obviously didn't come back to me, went somewhere else and smashed against this window. The whole window shook, a giant window, you know, but it didn't break, thankfully. Although the person in charge of the place did come and talk to me after. Good summary. Rodents came down from trees and then we started playing video games. Well, rodents, and then it became like these monkey things, you know, these long tails, and then I started playing video games. There's a video game about being a monkey. I forgot what it was called. It looks pretty interesting. Sheepa comes in with an interesting almost fact, ladies and gentlemen. We found a planet that impacted with proto-Earth to create a moon. Are you serious? That like they found a planet that based on their orbit or the position and their calculations is what hit Earth, what hit the proto, you know, the early Earth to create the moon, because the moon I think is about a quarter of the Earth, right? Is the Pacific where the moon used to be? I forget about that. We are swinging on the same frequency. Copy that. We're swinging from one side to the other, you know. In Brazil, they call those things that you swing on, those vines, a cipó. And I was very lucky to live in my early childhood in a place where I could swing from tree to tree like a Tarzan, you know. I did rupture 4 ligaments in my foot once doing that and falling in a rock, but thankfully I'm okay now. Almost fact. Chipa Zippo lighter. Is that it? How far away are we from this thing? We are, ladies and gentlemen, 32 nautical miles, 12 minutes to go on this estimated time en route. What time is it here in New York City? It's 11:52 a.m., so we're gonna get there right on time. That's cool. And we are gonna make, I think, about 30 grand from this. So I'm gonna pay a little bit off that loan. So the loan for the BN-2 Islander. Where is it? $407,000. Okay. And look, there's a bit. We're talking about craters. Look at this crater over here. This looks like a crater to me. That's a pretty crater-looking thing. Maybe before should we go a little far from Kadal, or maybe we'll leave it for the next flight. We'll do a fly around this crater. Or we'll start a mission from Kadal, a short bush mission. Maybe probably someone is in there and got hurt, or you know, we can help some archaeologists. There's another idea for Neofly missions. Help archaeologists, you know, go in and pick up bones they found and take it back to base, something like that. And yesterday, or the day before, I added that I added the fuel rats request for Neofly, that if you run out of fuel and you land somewhere and you're in multiplayer, you start a multiplayer session, it will save in the database and the SQLite database where you landed, and someone else in a multiplayer session can bring you fuel. I hope they add that. I don't know. Tarzani! No, you're Brazilian. Swinging from tree to tree like a Brazilian monkey. I am a Brazilian monkey, although I was born in Brazil. I don't consider myself Brazilian because I don't like nationalities, but I'm definitely some type of monkey, you know, not much hair and with no tail any longer. And I don't have an opposable thumb in my foot either. Chipa says they found a lump above the Earth's core that is anomalous. It indicates an enormous impact of another planet that merged with the Earth. Awesome. Anomalous, huh? I wonder where they found that. And while Chris says reshot looks like crater 2, but has been determined not to be an impact. Reshot, huh? Interesting. So it can be not a crater but look like one. Yeah, that's another thing that amazes me about life is the complexity, you know. Even though you can have quite a lot of things pointing to something, if you really go deeply into it, it could be something else. But as Occam's razor says, the simplest explanation is most likely the correct one. And that's a good thing to keep in mind too. Here is a link about Occam's razor if you never heard of that, ladies and gentlemen. Some theorists speculate Rishad is the remains of Atlantis. Oh man, I played a video game called Atlantis. That was in, I think that was in the Atari 2600 many years ago. Maybe it was NES, I don't remember. Where is Rishat? Where is Rishat? Rishat. Rishat structure. Cool, I never heard of this. Let's take a look. Here it is, this is what we're talking. Mauritania. Cool. So it's not too far from where we're flying around here. Reshot structure. Alright, there it is, Mauritania. Oh wow, look at that thing. It looks that looks like a that looks to me like a UFO, dude. It looks like a let's go land over there. Wow. Okay, that looks like a big Death Star. Maybe the whole Earth is a spaceship, and there's beings underneath the ocean, and we don't even realize. I could believe that could be possible. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go read about this later. Thanks for letting me know. Apollo 9 image of. Look at that. Reshot, huh? 8 minutes to go for landing.
I guess they'll be here at 12.
Oh, right now?
Soon.
Oh my god. What happened?
I don't know.
I have to do the tent. I have to land though, so I'm...
Yes.
So Amber's friend and daughter are arriving like now, so we're gonna have to land and... Well, it's almost time to end the stream anyway, but... Stay the foxtrot away from my space transport. An applause for Sheepa for that comment, ladies and gentlemen. The Eye of the Sahara. It's definitely Bureau Clock, another excuse to use my enterprise-shaped bottle opener. Thank you, Kerr. If you want to post it on Discord, I can show a picture to people. If we're on the Death Star, that must be the laser. Yeah, I know, the thing they use to destroy planets. Maybe we're the evil, maybe we're a little parasite on an evil ship. I hope not, but if it is, then we have to find out how to turn it off, you know. Oh my god, an event from Neofly, you have to divert. Are you serious? Are you serious? I didn't hear it. Sorry, thanks for letting me know, but you lost access? How come? I'll add you again. I'm not gonna divert. Is it mandatory? No, I think you're kidding, right? I think Iceberg is kidding. Oh, the friend. Okay, she's a yeah, it's true. But we're almost here, so I am gonna finish this. Amber's rushing around now, cleaning the cat litter box. I have to like roll up our tent that I had left open so it would dry up after I'd venture camping in the rain. It's a mess. So, but you know, whatever. They're gonna have to just take it easy. Yeah, the treasure. Yeah, the treasure is up until the 16th. Today's the 15th, so up until tomorrow. We could go to it later, but is this it? I'm gonna have to look it up. Houses are made to live, they will understand, besides we will riot otherwise. Copy that, ship, and I'm not gonna stop right now. After we land, I'm gonna take a quick look at this reshad structure here in the Neofly. We are 5 minutes away. If you want to do a landing rate, if you want to get on the landing rate leaderboard and get a link to your Twitch or a website, wherever you want, That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Now's the time to do it. Riot! Boom! Gotcha! This sounds like Kenny Burrell here. Little bit of a break from the computer to the guitar. I have to get a strap for this so I can have it here and I'll play more comfortably. We're gonna have a lot of things coming to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. New emotes. We're gonna have new guitar sounds. We're gonna have an electric guitar here with some crazy distortion and some crazy sound effects. So a lot of stuff's coming to the stream, I guarantee. Thank you for the entry, Sheepa. Thank you for the entry, Iceberg. Thank you for the entry, Wild Craze. Let's get in touch with this place. We're only like 10 nautical miles away. Let's see if there's a tower there. Someone's awake. Okay. Kidal. No tower there. So I'm not even gonna talk to them. I'm just gonna go into here, and we're gonna go straight in. There you go, straight into runway. That's gonna be runway like 270 or something. Okay, 27. All right. We still have a few minutes to go. Let's see if we can spot it. Have a little bass solo here. Don't see it so far. I think it's a dirt runway, so it's coming up. And Kenny Burrell likes sounding stuff. This is a song called "The Bicycle Ride" by an artist called Vendla, ladies and gentlemen. There is the artist link. Rioters, and look at that, there's some distant mountains there too. The mountains in the distance as well. We're getting there. We're not there yet. We are getting there. As we pass that discoloration of it, that dark patch over there is going to be right beyond that, I believe, our destination. You know, visually and in a video game wise, not the most exciting flight, but it did give me a lot of time to chat and to listen, to try out on some of this Epidemic Sound music that I'm fairly happy with. I do want to shuffle, and I do have to work more on the playlist, the Bossa playlist. But yeah. Thanks for being here as always. I see nothing but dunes. Still, Africa is interesting. Yeah, I think as you go south, it gets more vibrant, right? You got more trees, more lakes, wild animals. I've seen like elephants and I think giraffes, and I think it was Ethiopia maybe. Runway inside, copy, Matrog. Are you with me? Oh, you're right here. Ladies and gentlemen, Matrog, also a BN-2 Islander. Sorry, I wasn't looking back for a while. Thanks for accompanying me. Oh, and they're here. Oh, right when we're gonna land. Where's the runway? Right there. Okay, I'm gonna land. I'm gonna land and then I'll open. Or, okay, I'm gonna land and I'll come down. Alright, autopilot off. And we're going in, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you were running at 2 for some.
Autopilot is off when we're going in. Alright. The flaps are down. We're gonna switch the music real quick.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he's online.
I will be right there. I'll say hi right in a second. I'm not undressed or anything, don't worry.
You can see what...
Chill Pernas! The staff guitar should use one of these. I'll check it out as soon as I land. Chill Pernas.
Just watching the photograph.
Copy that, Iceberg. And I'll check that out, Iceberg, a little later. Our guests are arriving now, so I'm just gonna do this landing. And then we're gonna raid someone. If you have any suggestions for a raid, let me know. Hey, Jimmy Boss. Okay, well, Jimmy is here. You know, people are gonna think I'm nuts because I'm talking like Jimmy Boss, and but it's all right. We're gonna try a landing and they talk about Jimmy Boss while we're live on the internet here. 1-2 Boss with a good frequency, common low. It's nice to go to Africa. It's nice to visit a different continent from Italy via New York City State. You know, you gotta stay a wise guy. You gotta keep things cool, but you wanna be nice. You don't wanna be not nice. 1-2 Boss, and there goes the landing. 146. Tim, an applause for Timmy Thumb. One, two, Boss. Can't do the Jimmy Boss too much right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'll make up for Kerr. Hey, take it easy.
Transporter. Cargo unloading in progress. Stand by. Pilot.
I think this is a bug. Like they start unloading the cargo before you're stopped. You know. Maybe because maybe because the engines go out.
He's getting $100.
All right, stand by. Yeah, I'm making like about 2 cents a stream here. I'm going to be rich, ladies and gentlemen.
For this homemade t-shirt. Yeah, you're gonna be.
Stand by. 286 pounds fuel consumption. That's all right. I think, is that what happens? My engine is out. I think, I don't know, Iceberg. I think the mixture is too low. I think that's it. The mixture is too low. And but it even happens before because whenever in the BN-2 island, whenever I move this and it goes to 0, engine shuts off. And it started happening after the 1.1 update. Maybe it's a feature of the airplane. I don't think they have implemented feathering yet, but and I should have put the mixture full on. Thank you, Chupernas. Welcome. And let me take a look at what Chupernas said. And then I am going to go raid someone. If you have a suggestion, let me know. And I'm gonna have to go because our guests are over here. Omaton touch-sensitive electronic music instrument. Interesting. Oh, that would be a good thing for the stream. Thank you, Chupernas. I will check it out, and I will check it out your thing. But right now, I am gonna have to go. We have our guest here, and we are going to go to Twitch, and we're going to raid someone. Thanks, Wild Craze. I'll be back a little later. I may be a bit. You know what? Who was that? Melissa Lamb Music.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who that is, but we're just gonna go in and raid her, okay? Wow. We're gonna go in and raid this person because I have to go. And who won? Timmy Thumb won. So I am going to, right after this, remember to update the linear leaderboard. Thanks, Timmy. Thanks, Wild Craze. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to go raid because right now I'm going to have to run the outro, okay? This stream doesn't only happen because of me. It happens because of all of you out there. Thanks so much, Kerr. I'll make up for the Jimmy Boss on the next one. Icebird, Wild Craze, Sheepa, Chupernas coming in. I'm going to check out that other link you sent as well. We've had Galaxy Cat. We've had Icebird, of course. We've had Dante Aka, and we have a bunch of other people, Piper and Bats. Lots of love to you all. Thanks for being here, and I'm raiding now. See you all a little later. Peace out.
Answer?